Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing okay. Today I want to share my 2026 hobonichi order with you. And I've already taken everything out of the box just to kind of organize it a little bit and make sure this video doesn't get too chaotic, but I wasn't able to take a closer look at anything. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm very excited. As you can see, my box is still intact because I got everything in a bigger box again. And yeah, I'm so excited to share everything with you. So let's just get into it. I ordered quite a few things and yeah. Okay, maybe let's just start with the freebies. I got this little like information pamphlet about the Hobonichi Techo app, and this also gives you a free trial of like the memory print feature, which I haven't really looked into the Hobonichi like app too much yet, as it isn't globally released yet. So I have no idea, but it's pretty nice that they give you like a little trial, I guess. And then we of course also got the new pen, which I should probably take one out of the packaging to like show you properly. So this is the pen, and I also got like some of the previous ones to kind of compare them. I really like this year's color actually. Like I really like this like light kind of dusty blue with like the, I'm not sure what this color is, like maybe plum purple, I don't know. It's kind of purplish. So yeah, I really like this year's pen and I'm very excited. I got one, and actually I got two, but one of them will go to my mom. So yeah, this is this year's pen. And then we also have this little tiny robot paperweight, which I'm very excited about. I feel like this is a really nice freebie. Maybe let's just get this out of the box real quick. Come on. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Really cute, and it has a nice weight to it. Of course, it's a paperweight. So yeah, I really like this. Like I'm very excited about this, and I will kind of put it somewhere on my desk to be able to look at it every day. So yeah, those are this year's freebies, which again, I'm very excited about. So yeah. Okay, now I of course also want to quickly share my mom's order because she decided to get something again this year, which I love. She really fell in love with the Hobonichi Weeks and she's still using it to this day. So yeah, I'm very excited that I could kind of convince her to like get something from Hobonichi a couple of years ago and that she's still using it. So this year she decided to get the Hobonichi Weeks in like the strawberry milk color, which is just so pretty. She also got a clear cover and cover, and she decided to go with like the Moomin pencil board, which I just absolutely love this combination because the purple on the strawberry milk is almost like exactly the same purple that's like used on the pencil board. And like I feel like we can all agree that this like combination just works really well. I also feel like this pen matches like everything really well. So yeah, I'm very excited for her and I can't wait to like give those things to her. So yeah, that's my mom's order. Okay, now let's just talk about the accessories I got this year. I decided to get a couple of the 𝚎𝚘𝚢𝚘𝚘 like things. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, probably not. But I decided to get the translucent sticky notes, which I don't know why, but I thought they would be a little bit bigger, which doesn't really make sense because they're meant to be used in the A6 size, which isn't really big, obviously. So I don't know. I just feel like on the pictures they looked a little bit bigger, but I'm really excited about them being like kind of small because I just prefer that. I'm not sure if I should, like, I don't think I will take them out of the packaging because if I do that, this video will be way too long. But yeah, I really like those. I love the colors and I'm excited to use them. I also got the little add-on sticky notes, which I feel like make a lot of sense since I'll be using an A6 for journaling next year and not the A5. So I feel like those little add-on like sticky notes are just or will be very useful. I also got like the little like Moomin blotting paper sheets, which I just love, and I wanted to get something from like the Moomin collection because I love the Moomins, but I wasn't really in love with anything they released, to be honest. And I feel like this is a very useful item, especially for me as a fountain pen user. So yeah, I got those. And then I also decided to pick up those two pencil boards because I wasn't really like excited about any of the new releases, and I don't know, I kind of thought about getting this pencil board last year and I didn't, and then I kind of regretted it. So I was excited that they like were still available. So I decided to pick up the A5 size and then also the cute little A6. And yeah, again, I feel like they're very cute and I can't wait to use them. I also picked up like this little Yumi Kitagishi sticky note roll, which is just a roll full of sticky notes, I guess. So yeah, those are very cute and I think I will be able to use them like for journaling. So yeah, and then last but not least, I of course also got a cover on cover. I still like my A5 cover on cover still looks pretty good, so I didn't get another one of like those. But all of my A6 ones were kind of starting to yellow, so I decided to pick up a new one. So yeah, those are basically the accessories I got. And I can't wait to like use them. Okay, let's move on. I also decided to pick up another one of the hobonichi stappos. I already got one last year, but the one I got last year, it's very pretty, but it's also like a very light fabric and I'm kind of scared to get it dirty. So I wanted to get like a second one that's a little bit more durable. And that's why I decided to just get the black one. I just love these stappos. They're not as roomy, but they're very like structural pouches. Like you can really organize everything in here really well. And I don't know, I just really like them. Like they just have a lot of pouches inside and I feel like this makes a lot of sense for me as someone who loves to organize things. Should I open it up? Let's just do it. Okay, so this is basically what it looks like on the inside. There's still some like paper in here. Let's just take that out. And yeah, this is what it looks like. You kind of have those two pockets at the front and then a couple of pockets on the inside. And then you have the option to kind of like use this partition, or you can also like just take this away and fold it over to like have like the full width. Why can't I pronounce that word? Like the full width, you know what I mean. So yeah, kind of to be able to use like this big pouch. So yeah, I really like that. And then you can kind of use this button in the back to like secure this flap. So yeah, I just feel like this pouch is very thought through and I really like it. So I'm excited to have like a second one. And yeah, I will probably do a stappo tour at some point. We'll see. Okay, and then the last accessory thing is this one. I decided to get a drawer pouch pocket this year to use as a wallet in the future. And when I ordered this, they kind of offered me this like little bag as, I think this is their gift packaging for like just a couple of euros, and I was like, this is actually really cute. So I decided to get this bag. I'm not sure what I will put in here, but I feel like you can't have enough like small bags to like organize stuff in. So I don't know, I just couldn't say no, and I got this, and I just really love this pattern. I wish they would make a cover like in this colorway. So yeah, again, I got the drawer pouch pocket, and I chose this design I already have on my small drawer pouch, but I'm just so in love with this that I decided I want this as my wallet too. Maybe let me just get this out of the packaging real quick. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's just so cute. I absolutely love it. I love that it like sparkles and it's just, I just absolutely love this design. I love the colors, and it kind of has this little button so you can open this up and like kind of put it on something, and then when you open it up we just get this a little information card, and then you have like, you don't really get that many pockets in here, but I don't really care, to be honest. I feel like this will still be very useful as a wallet. You can get like kind of 1, 2, 3, 4 compartments. I wish this also had like a little zippered compartment in the middle, but to be honest, I'm not really using a lot of like cash anyways. I'm usually just paying by card, and I'm just using my phone usually, so it doesn't really matter to me. And you also have like this back pocket, and I can't wait to I kind of set this up as my wallet. If you're interested in a little wallet setup, I can probably do that. I will probably do that at some point. And then I went to Muji recently, and I got this little like card holder, which I'm kind of thinking about just putting in here to kind of like, just so my cards don't fall out, if that makes sense. Because I feel like if this falls out, you will probably notice. If one single card does, you probably wouldn't. So we'll see how I set it up, but I'm very excited about this, and I just absolutely love this design. And I don't know, I also really love this cute little bag. So yeah, I'm really happy with this purchase, and I think this should hold up like pretty well, because it's this kind of like I don't know, this fabric just feels kind of durable, and I've had this pouch for quite a while now, and it's still looking pretty good. So yeah, I feel like this is a purchase I can use for quite a while. Now let's move on to the books I decided to pick up this year. Okay, backstory. Initially, I decided to just get the hobonichi avec, which I did. But then I went to Louis Vuitton in Berlin, and I also picked up this Stay Free. So I didn't order this from hobonichi directly. I got it like a couple of days ago in Berlin, but I don't even know what to say, to be honest, because this wasn't in my initial plans for 2026. But what I'm thinking is that I could use the monthly section in the Day Free for planning. I will probably still use a bullet journal on the go, but I feel like I would benefit from a monthly overview where I can put in everything, and then I will just use the notes pages for like lists and commonplacing, and also kind of like brain dump journaling. So yeah, that's kind of my thought process behind picking up the Day Free. And then what didn't change is like my plan to use the avec as my daily journal. So just in case you've seen like my last video where I talked about my current system and kind of what I'm planning for 2026, I didn't mention the Day Free because I didn't plan on picking it up, but after thinking about it a little bit, I kind of wanted to be able to still use an A5 notebook in some way, because I actually ordered an A5 cover, but let's talk about that later. So yeah, that's kind of my thought process behind this, just so you know. So the day free is kind of meant for planning, commonplacing, etc. And then this will be my daily journal. So maybe let's just take a look at the day free. I already opened this. This was very expensive, so I kind of regretted a little bit not getting this from Hobonichi directly, but well, it is what it is. So yeah, you basically just get the day free, and then of course also the little like pamphlet. Is that even what it's called? Like, I'm not sure. Basically the little information sheet, which is designed very well this year. I feel like last year's was kind of a little bit creepy. I'm not saying I didn't like last year's, but I feel like this is way more hobonichi, if that makes sense. So yeah, we have like the little robot on here, and then this just explains how you can use your book, and also a little bit about the 2026 theme. So yeah, that's that. And then let's just quickly flip through the day free. So you kind of get like this yearly overview, then this like calendar in list form, which I usually use as an index, and then we just go straight into the monthlies, and that's basically it for this book. So the monthlies go from December 2025 to March 2027, I think. So I will be able to use it for quite some time, and I really like that. So I feel like it's worth it, but it's still very expensive for what it is, I feel like. And then again, you just have those notes pages, which are numbered, and then you also have like the little quotes at the bottom. You get, how many notes pages? Let's see. Okay, you get 171 notes pages, which I feel like is similar to the Hobonichi Weeks Mega. Actually, I'm not sure. I don't know. And then you also get the like additional pages in the back. You get this timetable, this sheet of graph paper, a page for favorites, a my 100s list, and then this little like 2026 highlights page, I think, like kind of food highlights. Not sure what this is. This is a free space, and then you get like, I actually like translated this, but I forgot. So yeah, just kind of translate this page if you are interested in what like those boxes are meant to be. But I feel like this is actually great. I think I would actually use this page, and then you just get a couple of additional like pages, and of course each techo has its own unique number. And yeah, that's basically the day free. And we'll see how exactly I'll like use it. I'm not quite sure yet, but I feel like this could be just my at-home planner where I kind of have everything at a glance, because I can't use my monthlies in like my bullet journal to put in everything, of course, because they're just way too small. But with like the A5, I can like put appointments and to-dos in like the days, and also write out my monthly to-do list. And yeah, since I'm autistic and I kind of have like I really have a bad sense of like time, and just how much time passes and how much I actually have to like do in a certain time. So having a monthly overview could like be very beneficial. At the same time, I don't really want to like get rid of my bullet journal, so that's why I'm thinking I will probably just do both, kind of take my bullet journal or use my bullet journal as a like everyday carry, and then just have this at home to kind of get like the best of both worlds, if that makes sense. So yeah, we'll see, but that's just kind of my plan for next year. And I will probably already start using this in December, since this like starts in December. So yeah, also I wanted to mention, I feel like the paper, like I haven't tried it yet, but I feel like the paper kind of improved a little bit. Like it feels a little bit more like, I don't know how to describe it, but it kind of feels a little bit softer than like last year. So yeah, I'm excited to try that. So that's the day 3. And then again, I also picked up the A6 avec, which I will be using as a daily journal. And I'm excited to see how this will go, because, or like, maybe not excited. I'm kind of nervous to see how this will go, because this is obviously way less space than I currently have, but I feel like I could benefit from like less space. Oh, this is very like, okay, we got it. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, the avec is basically just the year in 2 books. We get the like pamphlet again, and then we just have the 2 notebooks for 2026. This is January to June and July to December. And I will flip through this too, of course. Am I even in frame? I think I am. So for the avec, you get the little yearly overview. Like, not just for the avec, this is obviously also in like the A6 original and in the English edition, but like, yeah, for the A6, let's just phrase it like that. Then you also get this little like overview. Not sure what I will use this time, probably as an index in here. I'm not sure how I will use it in the day 3, but in the journal, or like in the A6, which will be my journal, I think this makes sense to use as an index. And then you get the monthlies, which go from December till probably also March, maybe? Wait, this obviously only goes to July. And then the second half, they go till January 2027. So yeah, that's like how far the monthlies go. And then after that, we just go straight into the daily pages. So no weekly pages in here, which is kind of why I decided to pick the A6. So yeah, this is the avec. I'm excited to try the size. I feel like this will be a challenge for journaling, because it's obviously like very small, but it's cute, I think. So yeah, now let's talk about the more exciting things, which are the covers I decided to pick up. Okay, so I decided to pick up 2 A6 covers this year, and I also ordered an A5 cover, which isn't here yet. I ordered this from a different shop, and to be honest, there was a purchase that wasn't really planned, but the shop I ordered it from had a pretty big sale, kind of. They weren't like selling this year's hobonichi products, but the ones from like the previous years. And I saw a cover, and I didn't really like it when it like was released last year, but when I saw it like a couple of weeks ago, I was like, wait, this is actually very cute. So yeah, it's not here yet. It's kind of meant to arrive today. So if I actually get it today, I will probably just film it later and then like put this into the video. But yeah, right now I only have those 2 covers, which I ordered directly from Hobonichi. And I decided to pick up the A6 tragen in red, of course, and then I also picked up this cover, which I was kind of unsure if I should get it in like my last video where I was talking about like this year's release and kind of my thoughts on it. And in the end, I decided to actually get it because I just love this colorway. And to be honest, I don't really have that many A6 covers. So I feel like this is fine. Also, I usually like to use one of the colors covers to store my journal at the end of the year, since I'm using the avec and I kind of want to store them together. So I feel like it's fine that I got this. And yeah, maybe let's just talk about this first and then we'll talk about the tragen. So yeah, this is basically what it looks like. I forgot the name of it, but maybe let me just get this out of the packaging first because this is very crinkly. Okay, so this is it. I think this was called like lemon lime or something. Actually, I'm not sure, but I will put like I will timestamp this video and I'll put the name of the cover and like the timestamp so you'll be able to see. And I don't know what it is. This is obviously very bright, but for some reason I just absolutely love this color combination. And I feel like this green is so pretty. And then like in combination with like this, like what even is this? Turquoise? Like no, it's kind of, I don't know. I just really like this. It's just so pretty. So for those of you who are interested in like color comparisons, this is the gingham cover with like this turquoise-ish color on the inside. And this is a little bit more like on the green side, but I feel like it matches this like rivet band really well. So oh, this is very cute actually. And then what could I also compare this to? Maybe we can compare to like the avec cover color. This is obviously more bluish. Like this is kind of an aqua color. So yeah, I really like this. I don't know, this cover kind of reminded me of 𝚎𝚘𝚎𝚘𝚘. I already mentioned that in my like lineup or system update video where I was talking about the new hobonichi lineup. So I don't know, this is reminding me of 𝚎𝚘𝚎𝚘's, those little guys, in case you don't know them. Like I feel like, yeah, this is just so cute. And I feel like especially with this year's like hobonichi box color, it's just perfection. So yeah, I really like this. Let's take a quick look at the bookmarks. I'm very careful with those after ripping one of them last year. Like, don't know if I ever talked about this, but last year when I was setting up my A5 gingham cover, I kind of took the bookmarks out of like this little paper and one of them was stuck and it ripped right off. So that obviously wasn't a very pleasant experience. So I can try to be very like careful with those. But yeah, this is just so cute. I'm very like excited about this. And I will probably like put a picture on here and maybe even, I feel like I recently just got this like thing. We probably all know Labubus by now, and I like got the little card with it, which is like green, and I feel like this would work pretty well on here. We'll see. So yeah, this is cover number 1. And then again, I of course also got the A6 tragen. Why am I always pronouncing this like with an English accent? I'm German. I know how to pronounce tragen, but for some reason I always end up like butchering it. Like, I don't know. Okay, so I fell in love with the hobonichi tragen when it was released in spring, and now I finally got it. I kind of like hesitated to get it because this isn't usually in like this is very much out of my comfort zone. Like I talked about that in my last video, and To be honest, it's still out of my comfort zone, but it's so pretty. I'm so excited about this. Maybe let me just quickly get this out of the packaging and then we can take a closer look at this. I don't know why, but this red is just so pretty. I just love it so much. Let's take this off. And I don't know what it is, but I just love like the combination of like the natural leather, like the undyed leather, and then like the gold hardware. It's just so pretty. This is just a little information sheet about like the magnets in here. And this is what it looks like. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. I'm so in love with this. Even though it's very much out of my comfort zone, but sometimes I feel like it's good to kind of leave that comfort zone, even though it's very like hard for me as an autistic person. But yeah. This is so pretty. Okay, what I want to try is putting my 5-year tattoo in here, because I'm kind of like, I'm not sure how exactly I will use the covers I got next year, because like I would love to use this one, but I obviously don't have that many A6 books. So what I'm kind of thinking is that I could use this one or even my polar bear cover, which I actually, wait a second. I actually managed to clean this one. So I had this gigantic yellow stripe on here from like, I don't know what happened, probably ink or something, and I managed to clean it. So I could use, I really want to use this one. So what I'm, or like this one, like I don't know. So what I'm currently thinking is I could use this cover and also like this one for like my avec, like my journal. And I obviously have 2 books because I got the avec, so I can use 2 covers. And then if it fits, I would love to put my 5-year tattoo in here. If it doesn't, it's fine, I'll just put my journal in here. But if it fits, that would be great. Also, can we just talk about how great those 2 look together? I'm so in love. Okay, let's just try putting the 5-year in here, because I would love to know if that works. I currently have my 5-year in this like natural leather cover, which also looks really well with like the red one, of course, because it's like the same leather. But let's just try taking this out of here. I think I saw a live stream from like Hobonichi and they actually put it in here and it fits, so it should fit, but I'm not 100% sure. And my voice is leaving me again. Hold on. Okay, I think I'm better now. Okay, let's just, I think I will probably have to slide only one side in here, otherwise that won't work. But oh, that's great. It actually closes. So I think I can actually put this in here. You obviously won't be able to fit like a ton of, this is by the way the like inside color. You won't be able to fit a lot of pens in here, probably. Should we try it? Wait, let's just put in those for now. Actually, I think you can still put quite a few pens in here. Wait, this is great. Like, it kind of, like, it is a little tight, actually, but I feel like it works. So, yeah. I don't know. Probably if you have, like, a very chunky A6 5-year tattoo, it's probably the same for the A5. If you're having a very chunky 5-year tattoo, this probably won't work, but since mine is kind of like, it's not that bad, it actually works. Let's try this. Oh no. I don't think that works actually. Yeah, no, you can't put both sides in, but you can definitely use it with like only one side slid in. That's actually very exciting. And I feel like this looks so good in here. So we'll see what I end up doing. Maybe I'll just leave this in the leather cover and then just kind of switch covers every now and then. But I'm very happy with this purchase actually. And I don't know what it is, but this red is just so pretty to me. Like, so nice. And I'm also planning on like putting a little pin on here just to make it a bit more myself, and maybe even like a charm on the zipper. I'm so excited. That's so cute. Okay. I just got the other package I was waiting on, and this packaging is very crinkly, so let me just quickly remove that. Okay, so this is the other cover purchase I mentioned that absolutely wasn't planned, and I think I already mentioned that when this cover was released, I wasn't like that excited about it, but when I was looking at it, like a couple of like days or might even weeks ago, I just kind of fell in love with it, and I don't know why. Maybe because I kind of was in like this red like color scheme, or I started liking this red color scheme a bit more, and we do have a couple of red accents. Also, this is the same artist of like the weeks cover I currently have, and I'm not using that weeks anymore because I'm using my bullet journal now, but I just absolutely love this artwork, and I was kind of sad that I had to like let it go, and now I can still have something with like artwork from the artist, and I don't know why. Like I kind of fell in love with this cover. Like it's just so cute. It just has so many cute little details, and I feel like every time I'm kind of looking at it, I see something new, and I just love this like those colors. Like I feel like they match with a lot of my covers. Like I feel like those two covers work well together, even though it's kind of a lot, but it works. Also, of course, this works really well. Like also this one, I just feel like this matches my whole collection so well that I'm like, I don't know. I just kind of fell in love with it. And again, this was actually on sale for like 30% cheaper or something, and I just couldn't like pass this up. So I'm very excited about this. Also, I really love like the color on the inside, and yeah, you just get the usual like info sheet, and then also this cute little info card about like this cover, and of course the artist and stuff. So if you're interested, just feel free to like read this. So yeah, I don't know, I just kind of fell in love with this, and I wanted to like get it. Let's just take a quick look at the bookmarks. Yeah, they're kind of very simple. I have to say though, I actually prefer this bookmark design over like anything else. So I'm very happy with that. So yeah, this is the A5 cover I picked up, and I can't wait to like move my Hobonichi Day 3 into this cover. By the way, I really love this design on the inside. Like it's just so cool. Like yeah, I don't know why I didn't like this cover when I was shopping in like 2024 for 2025. But probably because I was just so stuck on like my blue and like neutral colorway that I wasn't really looking in any other directions. And to be honest, like I kind of want to change that. That's why I decided to pick up this cover, and also this cover, even though they absolutely don't match. Yeah, because I just kind of want to stop focusing on just a couple of colors. Obviously, I love matchy things, but I feel like sometimes it can be a little bit restricting, to be honest, to just have like this one color in mind. So I kind of want to stop that, and I feel like that's why I kind of fell in love with this cover. So yeah, this is what we got cover-wise for 2026. Very exciting. Okay, so I think that's actually it. That's all I ordered from the new hobonichi lineup. Actually, it's not all from the new lineup, but like from the hobonichi release. You probably know what I mean. And I have to say, this year's ordering experience was way better than last year's. They kind of implemented this like waiting line. So the website wouldn't crash, which I very like appreciated, and everything went pretty smoothly. Of course, I didn't really order stuff that was like highly anticipated, if that makes sense. Like when it was my turn at like around 4:30, like it was 4:30 in Germany, which was like half an hour after like the website went live, or like you could order stuff. When it was my turn, everything I wanted was still available. So for me personally, it wasn't really frustrating. Of course, if you wanted something that was like sold out pretty quickly, your experience probably was like different. But for me personally, the ordering experience was great. I love that they implemented this like waiting line and made sure like everything went smoothly. And also like shipping was like very quick. Like I'm always like amazed by how quickly they get like the products from Japan to like overseas. So yeah, I'm very happy with everything, and I'm so excited for 2026. I can't wait to set everything up, and maybe let me know what you got from like this release and how your like experience went, or how everything went for you. I would love to know. And if you're interested in what I plan on doing with the stuff I got, feel free to like stay if you'd like to. I never do that, to be honest. I'm never asking people to like subscribe to this channel, but I don't know why I did now. Okay, let's just finish this video here. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and yeah, take care. Goodbye.